Tried to say this like 3 times. Maddie keeps laughing at me. So before I even start rambling on, if you guys are just watching this video right now, please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts in the past videos. If you're enjoying these videos, anything, I can say hi, whatever the heck you want. Leave a comment. Really do appreciate it. Hopping into this. This is the 148 extended. Last day, fingers crossed. Maddie's caulking the sink. We got some plumbing to do. Some penny floor in the pull-out bike tray. We got the Rocky Mountain racks to install. Yesterday, yeah, we just did some cleaning up at the shop, filled the bin, tried organizing the shelves. They're getting pretty empty as just delays in vans, waiting for vans to come in. We have about 2 vans worth of stuff here. We've been using quite a lot of that stuff. We're bulked up. Delays with everything in this industry is pretty nuts right now, but yeah, new day. Let's jump into it. Maddie is currently doing a nice invisible perfect bead sealing in the sink.
Why is that?
Because if I'm being honest, I did it and I wasn't happy with it. Didn't look as good as I'd like it to, so Maddie's doing it because she's the artist. She has patience. She's good with this stuff. A little sneak peek. Nautilus shower doors installed there in the back.
Can we close it?
And close it. Decided to go with the new black frame. I think it looks amazing. Matches all their black appliances, the sink, the faucet, the cooktop, all the outlets. And then one little thing, I don't know how to feel about it because you love the stainless shower pan, but I also love the cedar drop-in pan. So this is obviously a full stainless shower pan, and we just built this out of non-knotty cedar. So that sits in there, and that's needed to mount the Nature's Head too, so it's not sliding around. If you want, you can take that out, but obviously as you can see, this is a custom-made stainless pan. I mean, there's all grooves under here for the water to run to the drain. You have to keep that in mind.
It also smells really good.
Yeah, and it smells good when it's wet. If you guys know cedar, amazing. Oops. Yeah, that's what keeps our dog busy all day. Alright, so I had to rearrange the shower. I don't know if you saw it earlier. I had to move some of the piping backwards. I added a shut-off for the hot and cold, and then we hooked up the shower. These are new lines I've been using in these builds. They're right down here. They're not as pretty in a sense, they loop and they only come in certain lengths, but these help with like sound deadening and I guess dampening of the actual sound of the water pump. They are pretty loud. We even do use an accumulator tank, which helps it kind of take some relief off the pressure to have high pressure in the van. But obviously, you know, these pumps are a bit loud. They do have some rubber bushings to stop the vibration, but with these lines, they help quite a lot with suppressing the sound. So everything's hooked up. I just hooked up, I don't know if you can see in there, the water fill right in there. I just gotta hook up the little line for the vent so the tank can breathe. These are not pressurized tanks, do not pressurize them. And then fingers crossed, test some plumbing. It's always a good day when nothing leaks. What are you working on, Maddie?
The Nature's Head toilet.
Alright, it's probably bad mic quality. I just want to take, because I don't have my mic on, but I want to take this second to say I'm sitting here editing this. Maddie's an amazing girl. She's an amazing worker. She's just shy on the camera. She doesn't have, part of my word, a bitch face. She says to me all the time, Jared, I'm not like that. She's just shy around the camera. In person, all of her clients can vouch. For some reason, when a camera's in her face, she's shy. I'm trying to encourage her to be on camera more. You guys should too, down below in the comments. And she'll open up and lighten up a bit, but I am proud of her, because it is hard having a camera shoved in your face. Anyways, back to the video. Alright, we took one of the Nature's Heads down, and that's pretty much the last thing we have to install on the inside of the van. So Maddie's going to work on that. It's a bit scary. We're going to drill a hole in the side of the van for ventilation. It's a composting toilet. It does have a fan running around the clock to push that poopy air, the stinky air outside. The only other options with toilets are cassette toilets or an incinerary toilet, which, I mean, don't even get me started on those. I don't think they're practical at all. But Nature's Heads have just been, I mean, they're big, bulky, but it's just been the best toilet. We've tried other ones. We've tried the Airhead. We've tried, our clients have tried toilets that are kind of in composting toilets that don't need ventilation. They actually ended up losing quite a lot of money because the company went under. If anyone can suggest us to other composting toilets, I know our friends and stuff have ordered some kind of prototype ones. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on that. I've just always been using the Nature's Heads. They're good, reliable, easy to get parts. Moment of truth. Nothing's leaking. She's filling up good. We got the air vent here, so this vents the tank that's hooked up back in that corner. Maddie's currently working on installing the Nature's Head. I'm gonna put all this back together and I'll show you how it looks. Alright, and we're done that section. So you have the electrical, plenty of room here, and I believe this is still enough room for them to put their bike tires. Yes, the fill and shower's back, but there's no point in wasting this room. That's a lot of room, a lot of storage. Once the van's pretty much all done, this side's already done, but we go around and do some clear silicone in the corners, because if you do get spillage, you don't want it going under there and warping any sort of wood. Alright, pull-out drawer. We already have, took a few of us to test fit all the bikes with the rack system, so we have holes in this. We figured might as well put holes in this, so we do have some grace if we have to put the penny floor on to make some mistakes. We didn't make any mistakes. So we have the penny floor already pre-cut. We knew the dimensions. So we're going to lay that down. We're going to use 3M adhesive. So we're going to spray both sides. What I'm going to do, because this is a UV good to side pre-finished maple ply, it has like a lacquer on it, so we are going to sand this down just for it to adhere a bit more. I mean, 3M products are amazing. It probably would adhere regardless. And no one's walking on this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it anyways. May bore you guys, but I want to explain something. This is one of the big reasons where, in my opinion, vans, things are easy converting them, some things are hard. The hardest thing is thinking ahead, like 20 steps to make sure everything goes into place. So this whole build was built around being able to fit these bikes. So you want as low of a profile bike tray as possible. So that's what we did. If you come down here and look, the clearance is like nothing down there. So we built this tray, and these have to get bolted with bolts here. So you had to keep in mind you needed to leave, if you can see here, a little bit of a lip so we could put nuts and bolts on, and this can still close and it doesn't hit up there. It is like a hair. Things like that. If we would have made this flush and not have the bottom hollowed out a bit, none of this would work. We would have to just use self-tapping screws in this support, and that would be not good because you're carrying all the weight of bikes on screws and like 5/8 wood. That would come out. Now that these are bolted, these tracks are not going anywhere. You can tell toilet's installed, the shower is done. All I have to do is cut this to length and attach it. That's it. I got the electrical hooked up. The electrical I can show you. So this is a Nature's Head toilet. Liquid solids get separated. Liquids go in there when you got to take a number 2. They go in there. There's a lever down there to spin it. I don't know if you can see. Inside that toilet, that thing spins with peat moss. There's a fan that runs 24/7. I just got to rerun some of this wiring, make it all nice. But this fan, you can unplug it when you need to remove the toilet, but from here to there, we got to have the pipe, and that pipe, I'll show you. If you come around here, that pipe gets vented outside. So we have this shroud right here. There's a bug screen in there. You drill a little hole, and that vents downwards. It's butyl, caulked, painted, stainless steel hardware. It's nice. It's kind of hidden behind the ladder. But that is venting your stinky air out of the van. I honestly don't want to show you guys much more because it's about ready for a van tour once we get everything looking pretty. Couple other things we did today in that back corner. That's a little vent piece that just used to be open. We installed that just for it to look nice. Heat actually comes through there. There's a Y in the vent for heat in the garage. Obviously there's all space above these so they'll stay warm. Finish installing the garage. We have the pull-out tray, the penny floor in, all the bike mounts here. Believe it or not, this fits 4 bikes. We will put those in once we... Actually, you probably put them in now, but we're going because it's Maddie's birthday. We're having a birthday dinner. It's a funny story. We actually called our clients, told them we're going to work late to get this pretty much done. Scheduled pickup Monday, Tuesday. Spend some time cleaning it. Have a few more tests to run. And they're like, nah, go out for dinner. So obviously we're going to regardless, but we appreciate you guys. We're heading out for dinner now to celebrate Maddie's birthday. And Finley already had his dinner. What did you have, Finn? Shitty kibble. Come on. All right, before we head out, I'm gonna close this door while I talk. We are excited to finally, once this van's done, have time. I think we're gonna have about a month and a half to work on our van. We have to finish up that ambulance, but there's like a week's work on that. And then we're doing our company vehicle. Outside's pretty much already done. Inside, still a long ways to go, but I'm excited to show you guys what we end up doing. I am currently in the works with something on those lights and a bunch of other lights. I'm excited. Done.
That's really bad. High five.
I smell something good. Alright, so that footage you saw was just Maddie emptying the gray water tank. We have done some testing. And this is probably my favorite. As you can see, it's all wet in here, and it smells like cedar, wet cedar. It's like one of my favorite smells. Okay, anyways. Alright, just one quick thing. I'm going to explain to you guys a lot of the things we test before we deliver it to the client. Obviously, leaks is one of the biggest ones. I mean, there's only so much you can do. Simulate a shower. We keep the thing pressurized all day with everything open, but off in a sense. Check for leaks that way. The key to if you have a leak is if you hear that pump kind of prime itself ever so slightly, like once an hour, somewhere you have a tiny leak. We've had the water on all day for about a week now. Nothing, everything's dry, which is great. Quick thing, this shower head's amazing. So the water is on right now, but you can actually manually turn it off with a button on here. So water's on, water's off. It's nice when you're spraying down your head, you have this off. I mean, you can lather up and then spray, turn it off, spray, which is quite cool. So this is the first time we've used this head, but it's just kind of solutions for what we found in the past. If you're going through water too quick, there's a 32-gallon water tank on board, which is a lot. But if you like to shower, you are limited on supplies, which is water, right? So this head helps quite a lot. And finally, the garage. We have 2 of the 4 bikes mounted. They have one more bike at home and their 1 bike here. But they just need the dummy axle shaft here. They have one at home with them. We've set it up. These 2 bikes are pretty much the same size. The 3rd bike fits, and it's just a matter if the 4th bike is similar size to this, it will fit. When we talked to the clients, we pretty much said we're going to do our best down to the centimeter of making these 3 bikes fit. If the 4th fits, it fits. There's really nothing else you can do. With our measurements, it should fit. So yeah, you're going to have 4 bikes in the back of a van with still plenty of storage on each side, which is cool. This was hard to build, and A lot of thinking involved. All right, I did just update our website earlier today. So if you go to the build section, which is linked below, you can see some of our most recent builds. It has all the specs, then a bunch of photos here. So for example, like one of the most recent builds, Bruce Peninsula, we just named them, kind of put a picture of no specific reasoning behind the name, just Ontario Parks. This one actually has a van tour, so you can watch that. And then down below has all up close detailed pictures. And if you go up, you have the vehicle specs, the exterior, everything that's on it, interior, and all the electrical system there. So if you want to take a look at those, feel free. Other paw. Can you speak? Okay, go. Okay, we finished eating. I'm pretty sure Maddie has this hooked up. 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Yes. Lights in the garage. I'll go up there and show you that. Sorry for the podcast. Alright, that was all the footage apparently we filmed. It is 7:40 on a Thursday. This is actually, this footage, majority of this video you just watched is like a week and a half from now, from where I am. I can't even explain it properly. Anyways, didn't have a sign-off clip. I'm signing off. We are already done this van you're watching right now. It's fully done. Clients are picking it up tomorrow. It's Thursday. They're picking it up Friday. We already filmed a full van tour for it. Still have to edit that. And that is going to be up probably the day after this video is out. So stay tuned for that. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. Me and Maddie are tired. I'm going to quickly upload this, go home, sleep, wake up, repeat itself. But I love it. Peace out.